FlightBoss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God's duties and motherfucking responsibilities. Goddamn. And right now, I'm gonna touch, now, this is more of a metaphysics video than an astrology video. Now, when we deal with metaphysics, this is more about numerology, synchronicity, you know what I'm saying, synastry. You know what I'm saying? So astrology could be applied to metaphysics, but metaphysics is its own realm. Now, things like numerology, colors, sigils, spells. That's why we do spelling, because we casting spells. Metaphysics is the yin energy before it get brought into the yang energy, and then when it get brought into the yang energy, it gets manifested so we can actually see it physically. So what you doing, mama? So we can do it, so we can see it physically. So you need both. One is not more powerful than the other, yet many may say the yin is more powerful than the yang, but that's because we're living in a society and a time frame right now where people don't understand the yin, so they're attaching yin to a bunch of yang type of stuff, as far as things you can see, explaining things that you cannot see, and applying them to things that's tangible that you can see. So everything that you see come from the yin, but everything that you see, but everything in the yin came from a place from everything that it's seen. So it goes vice versa. Now, when we talk about metaphysics, I want to talk about colors now. Now, this is kind of a touchy subject because I'm gonna dive into a few different things, and this is it's a touchy situation, and a touchy subject to me because of what realm of reality I live in and the things I see what's going on. But you may look at this and be like, what the fuck is he on? I don't give a fuck about that shit. But this shit is important. And if the whole mankind was elevated like this, trust me, man, you will not know what we'd be able to do. Well, you would know. You know what I'm saying? Merkabas would be back in effect. Astral travel, everything would be really back in effect to the way it's supposed to be. But we're relying yin on a bunch of yang things right now. We're taking yin and relying them on a bunch of yang things when it's supposed to be a give and receive. It's supposed to be a yin and a yang. Let's talk about colors. Now, all colors is not even etheric. Some colors are mixtures. But there are colors that's not mixtures. There's colors that's etheric. And when I say etheric, that means there are in this realm and the other realm. Then you have colors that's just strictly in the other realm, and you have colors that's just strictly in this realm. Now, for an example, blue, which is the first color I'm going to talk about, and talk about the metaphysics behind blue. Blue is an etheric color. It's in this realm and it's in the other realm. It's a blender. Red is an etheric color. It's in this realm, it's in this other, it's in another, and it's in the other realm. It's in the yin and the yang realms. Purple. Purple is not an etheric color. I repeat, purple is not an etheric color. Purple comes from the it's strictly in the yang realm. Strictly in the yang realm. Purple. Now, that's like when you light a fire. Now, yellow. Yellow is an etheric color. So when you see fire, you're gonna see blue. Now blue, you always gonna see blue. We're gonna get to blue. We're gonna get to blue. But as far as like yellow, and you see fire and it's starting to get to orange, orange is the manifestation from the yin into the yang. And orange is technically not an etheric color. Now yellow is an etheric color. It's in yin, is in both realms. Now, we're going to get to the meanings behind these colors also. I just want to break it down for you real quick. Now, brown is not an etheric color. Now, I got on brown right now. Brown resonates with the earth a lot. Earth Brown was manifested from a mixture of other things. So it's yin. It's yang. It's not here and there. It's just it's in the physical realm. Now, like I was saying, yellow, and then gray. Gray is in the etheric realm and it's in this realm. Black is strictly in. Black is the only color that's strictly in the yin realm. White is the only color strictly in the yang realm. Right? Black and white. White is strictly in the yang realm. Black is strictly in the yin realm. Now you need black and white. Now, check this out. You think you see black, but anytime you see darkness or blackness, it's always because there's nothing there. Nothing is something. I want to tell y'all that also. Nothing is something. But every time you see black, it's in the form of something not being there. We created clothing and stuff like that off this expression. But black is technically not a color. So we're applying it to a color because we're trying to compare, we're trying to drag yin things into the yang realm and try to explain it with the left brain when it's strictly right brain. Yin is the right brain, yang is the left brain. Left brain is the logical, the thinking. The right brain is the filler, the responsive, you know what I'm saying? The yin realm. So the dark realm. So I repeat, there's no such thing as white people. I repeat, there's no such thing as black people. So y'all get that out your heads, because if it comes, look, yin and yang is black or white. So when we're all in between. So if that's a universal truth, so you have to exclude that there's no such thing as black or white people, because if that's the case, Puerto Ricans, all races will have to fall in a category. Either they're black or white. And we can't do that, because once we start doing that, we start disrespecting other cultures and this, that, and the third, and get into a whole big old issue and a political issue and everything and a race issue, and which I'm just telling you the universal truth right now, we wouldn't have this kind of issue if you already understood that there's no such thing as black people or white people. White is an energy, and there's a meaning behind it, which I'm gonna make a video on white. Black is and that's the yin realm. There's an energy and there's a sigil behind that. Now you have a lot of people who think they're high on. Look, I'm telling y'all, I'm the Archangel Uriel, but this ain't no joke. I'm not playing a motherfucking character. I really come from the actual energies itself. So no one can tell me what I'm saying is not right. And you have a lot of smart, dumb people out here. Like, far as like, and not, no disrespect to anybody's ways of perception, but like 5%ers, you know what I'm saying, Muslims, or, you know, everybody who think they high on consciousness or something like that, but they're still low on the pyramid compared to where I'm at. And I'm not being cocky or whatever like that, but here's the simple form of what I'm trying to say. They're picking and choosing, building resentment with energies that's already been here that they're not understanding. So they're taking it and looking and calling the white man like he's this, that, and the third, and then they're coming up with perceptions, and vice versa. The white man looking at the black man, and then you have these 5%ers and these people who think they elevated in consciousness talk about, well, everyone was black, and black is the we're the true melanin or whatever like that. But you misunderstand them because you're still applying yourself to the color black, where the color itself and the energy and the meaning behind it don't give a fuck about you. Know that. So when you start jumping into programs about how black people more this and melanated and this, that, you already fall short. You already fell short into a program and a perception. I'm talking and I'm speaking from the highest level of consciousness. You think that's high, but that's low. Come a little higher. So there's no such thing as white or black people. So we need to understand that right now. You know what I'm saying? These are, and so say the black person want to say the white person got more power than black people. Well, it's an energy sigil that certain beings came down here and applied themselves with using the white energy. The white energy itself carries a certain energy and a meaning behind it that holds prestige, that holds it kind of holds a pedestal, and it's pure yang. So it's pure of the essence of the manifestation to realize what is bringing on to existence. So when we apply that to Caucasians, and then the Caucasians take that energy, it's beings out here that's in family groups that's coming through humans and this, that, and the third, that act on the white energy, but they're just using the white power. But white power is not coming from white people. I need y'all to understand, when them white people came out and said white power and Ku Klux Klan came, they're using the white energy, and that white energy gave them the energy, and we gave them that energy to do that because of how we perceived and certain beings that was here first. But you have to realize the thin line between a Caucasian human and the white power energy itself. We all have access to the white power, no matter what color you are. As a human being on this earth, you're no color. You're the shades of certain UV rays depicting on certain landscapes you was brought up upon when you was manifested on earth. That's it. That's all. Certain energy and DNA frequencies that made you come out like that, and that's another video. That has nothing to do with white or black. And then when you have black people trying to go against the white people and say we have black power, which is the yin, 9 times out of 10, this is a lot of people who came together to rebel due to situations like poverty and this, that, and the third. Because yin is not physical, so you're not going to manifest using true all yin. You have to use yin and yang. You have to use black and white to make gray. Anytime you go far to the left or far to the right, you're not going to get the outcome of the opposite part. So that's the same as white power. When they go out and do that, they manifested a lot and had a lot more wealth and to get over because the white is the yang. So that the white power made them do that. And then the yin, those people was more spiritual, more involved within the self and the people, but they lack in physical material gains and stuff like that because they're using all yin power. You have to use both. They're using all black power. 1 second. See, this is some shit. We finna get into some shit. Man, I'm in the middle of the video, bro. Alright, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, this is deep shit. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no joke. This in my world. You know what I'm saying? Now, but look. And then we want to talk about, alright, we're going to talk about blue. Let's talk about blue right now. Now, because there's certain beings out here and certain indigos out here that's using the blue power. Now, listen. Blue, this is the first video. We're going to talk about blue. I'm going to get into all the colors. But blue is very powerful and it's significant. Now, you can apply blue with water. You can apply blue with the sky. Blue is very normal and common due to the fact that it's in both realms. It's in the yin and the yang realm. So when it comes here and get manifested on earth, it creates visions. It creates seeing through both realms. When you look in the water, clear blue water, when you look in the waters, you're seeing through another realm. And 9 times out of 10, when you stand there and looking at the water from afar, it appears to be blue because it's reflecting from the sky, as above so below, as below so above. So naturally, the color blue absorbs. You know what I'm saying? It absorbs and it consumes. It consumes just like water, but just in the etheric realm. So anytime you use blue here, it creates a blend between both realms. Now let's break it down even more before we get into the little indigo shit. Now the color blue itself, this is why people wear blue jeans, and you feel like you can wear blue jeans with anything because blue absorbs. So it absorbs any color you wear with it because it's in both realms. Now, when you want to mix blue with a color that's just mixed in one realm, it's gonna look off. It's gonna like the true blue. You mix blue with purple, like an earth color, it's gonna look off. You mix blue with purple, for a color from this realm, it's gonna look off. You know what I'm saying? But when you mix blue with white, with something that's not mixtured and melted down, colors from the etheric realm, that's pure yang, white. So when you mix blue and white, that go together. Blue and black, that go together. White and black go together with any color, because those completely is in the they're the only colors that's completely in one realm. All the other colors is either a blend of both realms or just a blend in each of the realm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in the yang realm, purple is a manifestation of a bunch of other shit that was blended in, that was using yin and yang. But just the natural yang realm, white. Natural yin realm, black. That's why those colors naturally go with anything. It's deeper than how y'all niggas motherfuckers be thinking, like, because I'm telling you, I come from the place where we manifested certain things to create the illusion for there to be life. Y'all think I'm just talking, like, whatever. I'm not gonna get into this right now, but look. Blue, alright, the color blue, it's like, it feels like it's feel home. It feel like it's home, and it absorbs. So same way water absorbs, because water was manifested here from a bunch of other shit, whatever like that. Now take this and apply this to the etheric realm, for y'all can see what I see. Now, when you look at the color blue, when you sign any contract, look, anytime you agree to something, that's signing a contract in the etheric realm. So you know what I'm saying? And anytime you disagree with something, you're declining the contract. Anytime you got to think about something and you need time to think about it, you're looking over the contract. And if depending on how high your conscious level is, that's how good your lawyer is going to be with the contract, to be able to put in your little stipulations or whatever, or see the contract for what it's worth and know to get involved with that or not. And it depends on your conscious level, though. If you got a low ass conscious level, you're a person with no common sense, so you're going to be signing all kind of contracts and having all kind of duties and obligations to do, and getting all kind of karma back from this shit if you're not doing it and all kind of shit. You got to be very careful. You know what I'm saying? So make sure your esoteric lawyer is on point when you go to the Galactic Federation of Light and go through the court systems and shit like that, because you will get arrested esoterically, and your spirit and soul will be captured. You could sell your soul. Your soul could go to jail. Your soul could be in captive. Your soul could be in hell. Your soul could be in heaven. Your spirit could be in a bunch of places. You know what I'm saying? But this is the realm I see. I really see this realm, but I'm trying to take this realm and show y'all it fully in yang, so y'all can really understand it. Now, the color blue itself, see, now what it's going to do is, now when you write on something here on Earth, 9 times out of 10 is with a blue ink pen. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you get a black ink pen, red ink pen, or something like that, it seems off a little bit. It don't feel natural, because blue is one of the colors that absorb. Now red, it absorbs, but the energy behind it is different. That's when we're gonna get to another one. The water is more, blue is more nurturing, more consuming, more. Red detaches. Blue consumes, but you can attach these with the signs also. But we talking about colors and metaphysics right now, not specifically astrology, but it all blends in. Now, the indigos they come through electricity and electric matters. So, what do we use on Earth mostly to use our technologies? Electricity. We learn how to utilize electricity from the indigos. Now, the indigos is not a race of beings. Indigo is a portal, and it's a group of beings that like to go through this portal. It's like a stargate. Indigo is a stargate, and we call them the indigos because these are a group of beings that go through these stargates. And the stargates that they go through we call that an indigo. Now and we call it the group that does that the indigos. Now indigos could be many beings. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be careful with that also. Now I see these motherfuckers. They could be niggas from your soul group, niggas from my soul group, all kind of shit, working together, doing little side missions and shit like that. to elevate or to manipulate the energies and shit like that. But these is people who know about the power a little bit and know how to utilize it a little bit. They ain't powerful though. It's more powerful people here who don't know themselves yet and be getting took over by these motherfuckers. So as long as you know yourself, you'll be able to see these motherfucker energies for what they be. Now, the Indigos, like I said, they like a group, superheroes, supervillains, whatever you want to call them, but it's just a group of beings who make deals together. You know what I'm saying? Some be vigilante, some be rebelled against their own soul group, all kind of shit. And they just all link up and go rob and steal. Now, what happens here is on Earth, they come through. The only way they can come through on Earth through the Indigo Stargate is through a planetary alignment of all the planets being before each other or after each other. So if it's a child, for an example, if it's a child here was born, say for an example, Sun in Aries, his Moon in Taurus, his Mercury in Pisces, his Jupiter in Gemini, his Mars in Aquarius, his freaking his Saturn and Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? Like when all the planets line up like that in somebody's chart, that's a kid that's coming here, indigo child. They have the indigo energy here. So when they here on Earth, they act out these energies going through portals and they be real talented and they be real energetic, and they have a unique sense of all energies before and after itself. So they know how to apply themselves perfectly. So these people be overly talented, overly good at something, know how to do something real good, very smart. As kids, they already know how to play on your phone and do all kind of shit like that. These are indigo children, and then it works with electricity energy and spark. You always need a spark. The yin and yang needed that spark to create everything that's in the gray area between the yin and the yang. You know what I'm saying? Like they try to say it's a big bang. I'm gonna make a video on that. No, it's a yin and yang. First, before we even think about anything, we have to think about where yin come from. Then we have to think about where yang come from. Then think about the relationship they have with each other for the gray area that we're in right now, which is a big melting pot, which is the universe. It's the universe where we all unite. Then you have the innerverse, which is your own innerverse, which we're in somebody's innerverse, but we call it the universe because we can travel within all. You have your innerverse, and then you have the outerverse, which is how you travel up out of your verse. Then once you step into the outerverse, you step into the innerverse. You know what I'm saying? I mean the innerverse is once you step out the innerverse, you into the outerverse. And once you step into the outerverse, you in the universe. Then once you go through the universe, you can go through the multiverse. And once you go through the multiverse, you go to the omniverse, and then you go. It's a lot of verses. There's a lot of verses going on right now. You know what I'm saying? And we could break that down why musicians call verses and all that. But that's another video. We're talking about blue right now. Now blue absorbed. Now we want to talk about indigos right now. Now we had a few planetary alignments like that. So when it's a planetary alignment like that, where all planets make a bowl in the 360, it's going to be beings who